Shut up and sit down.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. It's been a long time. So today we are going to go over my Get Home bag and what I have inside of it. So my Get Home bag, it is something that just stays in my truck all the time. I just keep it behind one of the back seats. Just keep it in there, like I said, that way you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to stress about remembering to grab it each day. It is not a bug out bag. So this is just something that I have made. That way, if for some reason there's some sort of civil unrest or something like that, being that I work in a pretty big county, my job is countywide. So it's also across from a very large metropolitan area. Because of that, I want something to where if roads are blocked or something like that, or say the weather's bad, I'm able to get home on foot. I decided to do this after all the riots last year. A lot of that was spilling over to the city that I work in, including like road shutting down, just very violent protests, stuff like that. So this is something that I wanted to make, that way if for some reason I was faced with that and my roads getting home were blocked and there was no other way to get home, I could leave my truck and just walk. So it's not worth it to me to stay and try to get through with my truck and risk my life. I'd rather leave my truck, even though it is expensive, and have something happen to it, because I have insurance. Yeah, I have life insurance, but that's not gonna replace me. So let's go ahead and we're just gonna get into it. So starting out, the bag that I have is just a regular North Face bag. This is a Surge 2, and this is a bag that I had used in college. I have a new bag now that I use every day for work, so I just converted this into my little Get Home bag. So we'll start here on the side. I just keep a little beanie in here. I just have a camo one. I don't wear this hunting anymore, so I just keep it in the side of the bag. That way, in case my head's freezing or my ear's freezing, I can just grab that real quick and throw it on. So, like I said, that I just keep in the side pocket and the water bottle pocket. I have water bottles behind my back seat in a little fold down compartment. So always got water in my truck as well. Moving on to this pocket. This is like my electronics type pocket. So the only thing, let's double check here. Yeah, so the only thing I have in here is a power bank. So this thing is awesome. It's solar powered and it has wireless charging, makes it great for my phone. And it also has, can't remember how many, one USB port, one USB-C, and whatever the smaller one is, mini USB I think is what it's called. So it's got all three ports and then the wireless, which makes it really great for charging a wide variety of items. Like I said, this thing is solared, so all you have to do, toss it out in the sun if it's running low for some reason. And you can also charge this with a cord, but you know, kind of not necessary with it being solar powered. And then the other good part is on this end right here, it's got flashlights. So I don't want to blind you guys on the camera, but it just has a little power button right here. You can press and hold for the flashlights. So see, they just turned off. Or if you just tap this, it'll turn on the actual wireless charger. And then it also came with a little compass that I just keep on here. Granted, I have my phone. I also have this watch. So I have some sort of sense of direction to begin with anyway. But this is just a little nice thing to have. Better to have and not need than to need and not have, right? So moving on to this pocket, I have nothing in there. So don't have to worry about that one. This front pocket right here, I just have a pair of sunglasses in here. These are Oakley's. They're a pair that I don't that I don't wear that often, so I just keep them in here. I'd like to replace them at some point with some sort of tinted safety glasses, just something cheap. That way, if they do get messed up, I'm not upset about that. But that's what I got in here for right now. Just go ahead and keep those out. And then moving on to this smaller pocket, smaller front pocket, I have in this little zippered net pocket, I have 2 packs of hand warmers, and then I also have a survival candle. So this thing, if I remember correctly, will burn for roughly 6 hours. And that's great if for some reason I was trapped inside of my vehicle due to the highways being blocked from snow or something like that, and it was super cold. If I wanted to conserve the gas in my truck but also stay warm, I could open up these hand warmers and light this candle, and a single candle like this can still put off a good amount of heat. So that's why I have that in there. And then hand warmers, obviously, hands get cold, gotta warm them up. Don't work as well whenever they're cold. Digging deeper in here, I got some waterproof matches that I keep in this little pocket here. Let's see. Nothing in the one. This one I have Dude wipes, a couple different packs, as well as one of their shower on the go wipes. So never know when duty's gonna call, and if you're stinky, stinky's not fun. So keep just that extra little shower wipe in here. Moving on down even further, I have a knife which I treat like a bushcraft type knife. Not that I am good at bushcrafting at all, or probably even remotely have any idea what I'm doing. I still would prefer to have some sort of fixed blade knife to use. So this is a SOG NW Ranger 2.0. Hope you guys can see that all right. So this has a rubber handle. It's super comfortable. This thing has been very durable. I have beat the crap out of this knife and it's still stood up to everything I've thrown at it. Only complaint is that it comes in this leather sheath. So I don't really like that. I'd prefer Kydex, but I can't find a company that makes them anymore because this is an older knife. And then I have 2 like emergency blankets. I just keep these in here. That way, if it's not just me in the vehicle, there's one for me and one for someone else. Or if it is just me, I can use one as like a canopy and then use the other one to cover up with if for some reason I was trapped somewhere and needed to make some sort of shelter. Moving on, I have a vacuum sealer. I went kind of crazy when I first got it. So this is a set or a pair of gloves, like warm winter gloves, as well as a beanie that I have in here. The reason why I vacuum sealed it is just to condense the package so it's a lot smaller, easier to pack more stuff in here, as well as if for some reason my bag gets soaked, these will still be dry. So they'll still be able to keep me warm because these are not wool. So that's why I have those vacuum sealed. That's everything for the front. Moving on to the main compartment. I don't have a whole lot in here. I have another vacuum sealed package. This has a couple pairs of wool socks, 3 pairs in here, as well as 3 extra pairs of underwear. That's just because if, like I said, if I got wet and needed to change and I wanted something warm, I would want my like very bottom layers like my underwear and socks and stuff to be nice and dry to warm me up a little better. So that's why these are in here. And then I also have 2 cans of beef ravioli. Just something that way, if I'm hungry, I can eat. Simple as that. That's why those are in there. And I chose canned stuff like this versus something freeze-dried. That way, if I needed to preserve my water or something like that I had, I don't have to worry about heating up water and then pouring it into a food pouch just to be able to eat. I can just open this up and it's good to eat right away. I don't have to mess with water at all. So that's why I have these. Plus there's probably not much protein, but it's carbs and protein versus something that's like super high in sodium. Granted, these are high in sodium, but not as bad as some of those freeze-dried meals. And I have a rain jacket. This is a spare one that I have, and I just keep in the little laptop compartment. The reason why I just keep this in here is, like I said, this is a spare one I have that my dog had chewed up a little bit on the inside, like where the pockets are. So the pockets aren't functional. I went ahead and replaced it with a nicer rain jacket. So I just keep this folded up in here, especially with how light it is being just strictly a rain jacket. Makes it super nice for packing. And that's all I have with me in my get home bag. I have a lot of stuff that I keep in my truck, and also carry, like I said, a separate bag for me for my everyday carry bag, as well as like a fixed or folding knife. This is the one I typically carry. This is a Benchmade, I believe it's a Barrage, assisted opening knife. I just carry this with me pretty much every day. This one or the Benchmade Adamas, I believe is how you say it. So I always have 2 knives with me. Like I said, I have some more stuff in my truck as well as my everyday carry bag. Those will be some videos coming up. So feel free to let me know what you guys think of my get home bag. And if you have any suggestions for other videos, feel free to leave a comment down below, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. That way you can stay updated with more videos to come. I am hoping to put out some more content. I got some decent ideas. So now I went through a bit of a dry spell, but I'll let you guys know as soon as I post something. Like I said, just make sure you're subscribed. Feel free to hit that bell notification as well. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a great one.